Hello and welcome to the 23rd episode of the Hiatus Review Show. Today we have Monster Buddies. It's that episode where Steven befriends Centibeetle. Let's jump into what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So for the first thing that I like in Monster Buddies, I like how they bring Centibeetle back. It's a nice callback to the first episode. They could have just made it any random corrupted gem, but they decided instead to make it a character we all knew before, creates continuity in the show, gives us an idea of their personality, and shows how they're different than how we thought. It's nice. I like the fact that they bring in Centibeetle. Plus, I definitely enjoy Centibeetle. She's one of my favorite gems. Spoiler alert. So yeah, bringing back Centibeetle is something I definitely like that they do. Another thing that I liked in Monster Buddies, and this is a great attention to detail, is when Centibeetle's reforming, she has a human form for half a second. This is hinting towards the fact that corrupted gems are actually used to be gems themselves. Not that we just knew them as monsters back then, hence the name Monster Buddies. But this is hinting towards the idea that they are corrupted gems, and that they used to be like pearl, amethyst, and garnet. This also hints towards the idea that they're actually an alien race, something that has, again, not been brought up yet, not until Ocean Gem. And I like it. It's definitely something that's easy to miss the first time, but if you go back and rewatch it, or if you see any of the pictures of it, because a lot of people took screen caps of that particular moment, is a great attention to detail. I definitely like it a lot. So another thing that I like in Monster Buddies, I like how they specifically use the words fixing them, implying there's something wrong with the gems, or with the corrupted gems, which at the time we didn't know as corrupted gems, we knew as gem monsters, or even just monsters. So I like how this is hinting towards the idea, like I said previously, that they used to be gems and now something's wrong with them. This also hints toward, like before, it hints towards the idea that these are aliens or some other species, because one, humans can't become corrupted, and two, the fact that there's so many of them is kind of weird. There can't just be an anomaly if all these different gems they're fighting are all corrupted, and that's something Season 1A, and in particular Monster Buddies, is very good at. And I'm sure there's times where I missed that in previous episodes and this one, where they hinted towards this idea and it just went right over my head, even now. Even go back and rewatching it, because they are that good at it. And it's so subtle, it's very easy to miss, but when you notice it, it's like, wow, they really put a lot of thought into 1A. A lot of thought that I think a lot of people, including myself, didn't give them credit for. And I'll take full responsibility. I went into this season going, whatever, it's 1A. I'll just breeze through, it doesn't matter. But 1A and Monster Buddies are very, very good. And Monster Buddies might be the best example of that. Again, with the humanoid form, with using the word fix them, it's very, very, very good. I definitely enjoy it. It's very, very good writing. So for the last thing I like in Monster Buddies, I like how both Rose and Steven tried to heal the corrupted gems. I like it for two reasons. The first one, the obvious one, I'll just get out of the way really quickly. It hints towards the idea that not only are they corrupted gems and that, there's something wrong with them, but also towards the idea that they are, aliens. Okay, we'll get that out of the way fast. The other reason, and the main reason I like it, is because it creates a parallel between Rose and Steven, which, as we know later on, this is going to be very important. The idea that Steven is trying to live up to the idea of Rose, which is a huge factor in, I don't believe in 1B, but definitely in Season 2 and 3. So they're doing a good job of setting up this parallel early, so they can do two things with it. One, so they can, sort of kick Steven around with it and sort of show how difficult it is sometimes to live up to your parents' expectations, even if they didn't set them for you, just the idea of them. And also, for another thing that I'll get into when we get there, I don't want to, just in case somebody has not caught up yet, I don't want to spoil them on this, but I think you might have an idea of what I'm talking about. But so yeah, with all that being said, with all those things I like about Monster Buddies, let's see what I don't like about it. So what do I not like about Monster Buddies? Not much. Really, not really anything worth mentioning. So yeah, it's a fine episode. It's fun and whatever. Let's save all that for the final verdict, which we'll get into right now. So for the final verdict, do I like it? Do I not? Shockingly, I do like Monster Buddies. Because one, I like Centibeetle. I like the fact they hint towards them being corrupted gems. and towards the idea they're aliens, and I like the parallel between Rose and Steven. So yes, I definitely like Monster Buddies a lot, and I believe I've said this before, it's probably one of my favorites in 1A. Easily top 5 in 1A, definitely. It's cute, it does a lot of foreshadowing, and it creates a good parallel between Rose and Steven. I didn't mention cute before, but it is a cute episode, definitely. I really enjoy Monster Buddies. And if you have to binge, like, go quickly through 1A, which I don't recommend, but if you have to, this is one you have to watch. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think on either Reddit or in the YouTube comments. I'll respond to either. And I'll see you guys next time for, let's flip the page, An Indirect Kiss. That's going to be an interesting one. See you guys then.